Yo, so this is not gonna be my first video that I'm uploading, but this is gonna be one of the first ones I go back up because I honestly just want to have a conversation. And while I'm doing that, I guess I'll just build some random stuff. I don't really know. I honestly just loaded into this random Superflat world for no reason, and yeah. So let's build a terrible looking thing. Wait, what am I even doing? I don't know why I'm building or any of this. None of this makes sense. But seriously though, um if anyone cares, you might actually wonder why there wasn't videos for the last like 2 months, which that's like a good question. And actually, it's probably closer to 3 months now. But yeah, if you watch the content, you would probably wonder about that, but most likely no one actually cares. So no, for real though. At first, it was because I was finishing up school and starting a new job and everything, and that was cool. That took some time. And I was just relaxing at the end of the day a little bit more, not really working on content or anything like that, because that takes a lot of time. It takes effort, and so that's kind of what it was for the first, like, I don't know, month and a half. But like the last, like, probably month, it's because I've been thinking about the content that I want to make, and I'm realizing more and more that I can't really make what I want. Which that doesn't really make sense when I say that, but it's the true thing. It's like the stuff that I am capable of creating, and the stuff that is actually watchable on YouTube that people would want to watch and is discoverable, is not really the content that I want to make. Like, it's just like the stuff that I have started making so far just kind of lacks something, and I don't really know what that thing is, but that's just what I felt, right? It's like I don't really know where I want to go with it. I have the end goal in mind, obviously, but I don't know how the content I'm making right now really gets me there. But this is kind of the content that I'm capable of making at the moment and have time for. And I don't want to be one of those YouTubers or creators, however you want to say it, that spend like 4 months on a video. I'd rather push for more content, which honestly is probably the route I'm going to go. But so even with that being said, it's like I know I can make content that is honestly better than a lot of what you guys see already on YouTube. While they're in editing, I can make things that are more interesting. Honestly, a lot of videos are edited in a really basic way, and a little bit of extra effort there makes a huge difference. Graphic design wise, I'm not that great. Plenty of creators have better thumbnails and stuff. But I know at least on the editing side of things, I can bring interesting stuff into it. And in terms of the creativity and original ways of making a video, there's also a lot that I can offer in terms of content creation. But it just seems like in terms of having an actual channel, it still feels like I'm not there. Like, it feels like I'm just making random videos and posting them up on some channel that's meaningless and you guys would never really care about. Because it's like, I don't know. It's what it seemed like, right? And it's like, sure. Yeah, we built this thing through discoverable videos. Like the whole Everest thing that reached 15,000 views, and that's how we got 600 subscribers. But it's like, I didn't even manage to complete that series, and I still would like to, but it's literally been 2 months since I've uploaded anything on that, and that thing just stretched out way too long, and then like, nothing really much has happened with it. At the end of the day, it's like, yeah, people showed up and they watched and it was discoverable, and that's cool. But is that what I'm gonna do, is just make videos that are discoverable? Because those are probably some of the worst videos I can make. Not that Everest is necessarily bad, but it's definitely not the best video I've made. Obviously, discoverability has a lot to do with, like, relatability. You guys understand what that video is about from the thumbnail and title, and you found it interesting. So that's why 15,000 of you clicked. Well, technically, no, you saw the comment. So even more, actually, that was kind of, instead, that was a video that people were, like, seeking for. They were wondering if someone was going to do something like that. And then someone posted it in the comment section, and from there, everyone kind of discovered that video. And that's how that thing, essentially for a channel my size, went viral, you could say. 15,000 views. Comparing that to, like, my other top video at the point would have had, like, 1,000 views. Which, again, same type of relatability and everything, with it being the modded mansion whole zombie thing. people want to become zombies in Minecraft and want to become other mobs because I think that's kind of cool. That's a feature people would like. It just seems interesting to people, and it's a compelling thing. And that's great. You know, I could make content like that, and I don't know. There's definitely a satisfaction in doing something that's entertaining and whatnot. But it's like when I'm done with the discoverable stuff, if I don't have any new ideas for things that are discoverable, are you guys still gonna be around the channel? I don't really know. You know, and it's like that's kind of the point. It's like so many creators are like, oh, I just want to make videos for fun. No, honestly, I don't have time for that. If I just want to do things fun, I'd probably not play a lot of video games. I'd just like sit around watching YouTube videos and I don't know, like relaxing. Like this isn't. It is fun, but it's not in the way something is normally fun. It's like, no, it's difficult. Right, and it's long hours that don't need to be spent making videos, but I decided to do that anyways. That's something I want to do. And it's just, I feel like, for whatever reason, the channel has kind of lacked, I don't like the intensity that I want to have, like the realness of it. Which, in my mind, maybe the way of doing that is just pushing for more content. That's kind of what I want, in a way. And maybe just really growing the channel the focus of the whole thing. And maybe like, I don't know, in my mind, like almost moving away from the more creatively fulfilling things. Modded Mansion reached a few viewers. That was my most experimental series in terms of the editing and storytelling. But it wasn't the videos that are the most experimental that got the most views. It was the videos that were most relatable. Like the one where I became a zombie and had to deal with that whole issue, right? That's the most viewed video on there. And the same thing as well. It's like, okay, one of my other top videos is the Purple Prison series. One of the first episode on that, which is the most interesting thing. But consistently, those videos did alright, you know? And in that sense, it is still kind of the relatable thing, because people know the server. You know, the people that were watching that video either knew that server, you know, because they were playing it when I was, or they had played in the past, and for that reason, when they came across it, they were interested. And in my mind, it's like, that kind of does rob some of the originality from the videos, because the most discoverable things are probably going to be about other creators, right? And it's going to be about their content, and it's going to seem like, oh wow, this guy is just kind of shilling for the views and subscribers and whatever. And it's like, yeah, because that's kind of the game I'm playing at the moment, I guess. I don't know, it's like, what else would I do? Make the most interesting videos for me? I can't really make those. I don't really have the resources to do this, like, really high-end stuff that I want to do. And I don't really have the storytelling skills to do that either. So I kind of got to build up to that, you know? And it's not like I don't want to make the videos that I'm making in this channel. It's like, yeah, they're cool. But it's just, I don't know. Like I said, it just feels like there's something missing. And in my mind, the obviously one solution is to simply make more videos. Because I'll bring the intensity of the thing into this. When it's like, that's a real channel. Like, oh hey. But it's like, okay, honestly though, when I'm talking about growing a channel, my idea is to really actually build that as like a type of business thing in a way. But also just make interesting content for you guys. Whereas like most YouTubers, when they're talking about growing a channel, they really just care about the vanity metrics. And I don't get that. Why do those matter so much? Everyone's so concerned about the play buttons and stuff. You know, it's like, what? And the funny thing is, like, PewDiePie is the one that cares least about the play button. He has well, he doesn't even have it anymore. He got rid of it, right? It's like, that's the guy that's actually capable of getting 100 million subscribers. Is the guy that literally, after doing it, got rid of the play button. Like, that's insane, but that's the reality, because people... Talking about relatability again, he's the king of that, right? I don't even know. You know, it's like, yeah. So like, am I doomed to not go anywhere with this content because I actually have aspirations to build something from it? Is that the reality here, that people only enjoy creators like PewDiePie who really don't care about it and they're just there to make content that's interesting and funny? And I know that in a lot of ways I'm probably not going to be the one that like it's funny or it's interesting to watch as a lot of the creators that people already do watch. But I do think there is things I can offer and bring in, and if I can make that my format and I can make it interesting enough for you guys, then I'm still offering value. I mean, a good example is Mr. Beast, right? Certainly he's an entertainer in and of himself, but mostly what draws people to his videos are his concepts, right? And then they just keep going bigger and bigger. But again, there's also something I don't exactly like about that, because it isn't that scalable. In my mind, he's like, I don't know, Mr. Beast is like the Rolex of, yeah. You like okay, it's like it's not exactly premium content. The production wise, it's not that crazy. I mean, honestly, the funny thing is, like, in terms of actual production value, there's plenty of creators that have higher production value than Mr. Beast. They just, you know, conceptually, I guess it's the craziness of it that people really enjoy. Well, like I said, I would rather do something that's a little bit more scalable, which in my mind, that's kind of part of the reason why I'm still sticking with the Minecraft stuff. I mean, originally, it's like I was kind of more of the creator that was just in this for the, like, oh, hey, I think it'd be interesting to try and make some videos. Like, oh, hey, I could do that, you know? And that's really how I started this thing. But since then, this thing has developed into a very different place in my mind. When we're trying to navigate the whole landscape of creating these videos, it's like, it kind of means a lot more than just, oh, hey, I think it'd be interesting to make a video, right? I don't know. I mean, it's just a different thing now. You guys don't care about this video. That's the thing too, is like, this video is not getting views. So should I focus on the videos on making views, or should I just make whatever I want? Because it's funny. It's like, oh, hey, you get people like PewDiePie. He's always just kind of made what he wanted. But he's the exception to the rule, let's be honest here. In every way. I just don't really know what I want in terms of this content, if I'm gonna be honest. I know I want to keep like keep making content and make cool new stuff for you guys. But it's funny because it's like the way my streams are going, they're all right. I'd want there to be a little bit more in terms of the commentary. I'd want that to be a little bit more high tier in terms of the streams. But aside from that, it's like those are all right where they're going. It's the videos that I'm like, I don't really know. I want to push for more, but I want to push for something that you guys would enjoy and stuff. Oh, well, anyways. I don't know why I made this video, or why I made this maze right here. But see, that's the interesting thing too, is like in this maze, there's a lot of exits right now. I keep building this thing, and there'd probably be less exits. But at the moment, there's a lot. Like the YouTube thing, it's like, there's definitely a lot of different routes to this. But for me, it's like, I kind of want to, like, learn from other creators, see what they've already done that's already worked, and kind of do all of it, you know? And in that way, like, combine the formats to try and make something better. Because that's the other thing, you know, honestly, the video title has a double, kind of a double meaning, in a way. Because, yes, I feel a little creatively stagnant at the moment. But I feel like, once I really get moving again, I'm much less creatively stagnant than the majority of YouTube. Because it seems like the successful formula is to find one type of content that people enjoy watching, and then keep making that content until your channel is no longer relevant. And only make one channel. Like, I don't get that. It's like, why? And people have successfully re-envisioned themselves. Obviously, PewDiePie is an example of that. Changing up his content here and there just a little bit. Production-wise, it stayed exactly the same, though. You know, but I mean, I respect that. It's like, that's his desire. His desire is to kind of sit in his home office, record those videos, send them to an editor, and kind of be done for the day. And that's kind of, you know, how he runs things. And that's the #1 creator on the platform. So clearly people enjoy the relatability of that. Kind of the down-to-earthness, as they might say. But for me, it's like, I definitely want to do bigger projects in the future. And that requires getting more people involved. And so then building something that is a large enough business to actually make it so that you can make bigger projects. You know, it's like there's really two ways of looking at it, right? There's definitely creators that make money for the money. I wouldn't say the Fall Brothers are like this anymore, but look at what they were like when they were a little bit younger. Actually, maybe Jake Paul's still like this, but just talking about famous people on the platform. It's like, what did they do with their money? They just spent it on expensive stuff, right? At the prime of their career. Total opposite of PewDiePie in that way, right? I mean, this guy doesn't spend money on like lighting and stuff, really. Like literally, like I said, his production level is exactly the same. Okay, actually, yeah, though the cameras are slightly higher quality, and I think he's improved his mic a little bit. But I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't even upload all his videos at 1080p. Like seriously, like for real. And not that that type of production really matters. Because, okay, whatever, upload your videos in 720p. I don't think people really care. It doesn't really make a huge difference. Not that there's anything wrong with 1080p. But it's like, I'm not talking about like getting extra cameras and, oh hey, we need like multiple camera angles. I'm not talking about like the whole ninja thing, the whole Red Bull thing. Where he just has like a really cool studio, which, yeah, that's cool. I do find that cool. No, I mean, honestly, you could keep it the PewDiePie's level of production. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think it's more about scalability. It's like, okay, in both examples with PewDiePie and MrBeast, MrBeast has a huge team behind him. Obviously, you know, most of that team just comes out for single videos when they need someone to upload with, right? Like if they have a bigger project, they'll get a whole team out there and they'll do that thing. But it's not scalable, first off, because MrBeast is the personality, he is the announcer, and it's hard to actually have someone else take his place. Unless Morgs is secretly working for them, but I don't think so. Right, but it's not scalable also. The main reason is because of how much money they spend at every video. It's like, what? That's just not really all that scalable. And the other side of the coin is true as well. PewDiePie's content is not that scalable because it's exactly 100% based on him. You're coming to his channel to watch him, and that's you know, that's how that works, right? That's what a YouTuber is. And I honestly would be fine with going completely behind the scenes on this whole venture. There just isn't another personality. If I knew someone that was funnier than me, was better on camera or anything like that, I'd actually ask them if I could edit for them and actually strategize for the channel, create content for them. I would do that in a heartbeat if there was anyone else, but I have to kind of be the personality for this whole thing, start up this whole thing. That's really the idea now behind the JayQwery channel, is I need to be that personality because I don't really have someone else to do that. So in a way, like, yeah, I have to kind of act like a normal YouTuber in a way, and like kind of sneak in with like the new generation of YouTubers post Dream. I mean, like Dream just became famous now, but people after him, right? I have to kind of sneak in with those guys and rise to the top and act like, oh hey, hey guys, I'm a YouTuber, welcome to my YouTube channel, and oh, also I have a Twitch, so you can watch that, right? And obviously I kind of am that as well in a way, but there's definitely a larger ambition than that. Not that, again, I don't want this to come off the wrong way. There's nothing wrong with doing YouTube that way, doing YouTube the way PewDiePie does it. If you have a successful channel and just staying in your home office, and especially right now, obviously, staying in your home office is a good idea in general. But, you know, like the idea of like keeping your team small and keep everything low key and kind of just building content for an audience and just continuing that as long as you can. Obviously, PewDiePie having, you know, honestly one of the longest runs in that type of thing because he was able to reinvent himself and honestly is kind of too big to fail in some ways unless he decides to stop making videos. That's the other thing too, this guy has uploaded a crazy amount, you know. But that's kind of the old YouTube formula, and I think there's a lot of other opportunities on these platforms to make content that people have not seen before, and I just don't think there's a lot of people that actually have the ambition to innovate creatively. They have the ambition to create their own channel and kind of stick with that. I just haven't seen anyone that once they've actually successfully created a YouTube channel have then gone on to be more creatively ambitious with their content than they were in the first place. I mean, literally, MrBeast went, okay, well, I guess he's an example of kind of doing that in a way, just in terms of making it bigger and better. Because, like, you know, he went from, oh, hey, we're donating to streamers, to now we're doing $1 million lottery buying ticket thing and private island and all that stuff, right? It's like, okay, I guess this is kind of innovating your channel a little bit. And oh, hey, Dream, let's get back to the Minecraft side of things. Hey, Dream went from doing challenge videos to his own original challenge that's obviously far more interesting. Manhunt is pretty cool. It's fun to watch. I don't know. This rant is kind of pointless, but I think I'm legally obligated to upload this thing now. So now you guys know I'm not a real YouTuber. I'm actually working on something far larger than that. I don't want this thing to be one YouTube channel. You know, that's kind of my thought. I didn't really know where this conversation was going in this video. I was building something at first, but now I'm just parkouring around randomly. I don't know if the Minecraft content has any meaning to this, but I guess Minecraft is actually another interesting thing to kind of acknowledge in this whole thing, because Minecraft has been one of the most creatively stagnant genres in a while. Before Manhunt, I mean, honestly, this is probably one of the reasons why Dream is so popular. Before Manhunt, there really wasn't anything all that new in Minecraft. Not that that's that original, but it's in a format that it makes it new. You know, it's a new format, absolutely. Before that, you really just had like your mini games for a long time, and then there was kind of two innovations within mini games. You had like the old school mini games, people playing whatever mini games they wanted, like, you know, random mini games and everything, and then you had Bed Wars show up, right? So you kind of had the Technoblade generation of creators. So yeah, there was technically like two phases in the whole minigame thing, but I feel like that had been going on for like a long time. Before then, everyone was playing Minecraft maps and survival and everything like that, and that's like your Ant Venom and your Captain Sparkles way back actually. And you know, they had Hunger Games, and I don't know what I'm saying right now, but it's like, yeah, there's been a few like phases of Minecraft, but honestly, there's so much more that's possible in this game, and it's like, I don't see why anyone isn't trying to explore more of that. Why isn't, it's like, why is it that, like, okay, Skeppy, I respect Skeppy. I mean, this guy's made a pretty big channel for himself, and he makes a pretty interesting content, but for a while he was actually taking content kind of from Mr. Beast, right? It was very Mr. Beast style content, which the funny thing is now it's come full circle now that Mr. Beast has the gaming channel. Now he's kind of taking some hints from Skeppy and how to try to transform his content into a Minecraft format. But it's like, why is it that we, as like a Minecraft community, are taking inspiration from other places instead of other places getting inspiration from Minecraft content? I don't know. It's like, why shouldn't they? And yeah, we have guys that are emerging as super famous within this game. I get that sort of, it's not as popular as it once was. But what else is there in gaming to play? Like, oh, Fortnite was popular for a while, but you have to actually be good at PvP to play that. There's not that many possibilities in how you play that game. And until we have something, I mean, I guess Roblox in a way rivals this, but there's something about it that just doesn't have that same organicness, right? It's like, you can't just start up a new world and do whatever you want. You don't see the same endless possibilities. You have a base plate, and then there's the world around you, and you can see how limited it is. So yeah, technically, yeah, like, it reminds me more of like a game dev software, kind of like Unreal Engine, or it's like a game engine in a way. Where like, this is definitely still a game, while also sort of allowing it to be a game engine. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't even know what this rant is about. But I guess that's just why I'm still interested in being involved in this game rather than trying to, you know, go for other types of content, because I do think there's way more possibilities, and I kind of want to get into that whole scene and be competitive about it. And I want to put up a good fight against all the creators they're already creating in this, because I mean, that's the other thing, is the sheer amount of creators in this thing is ridiculous. I mean, there's so many kids that have just started a YouTube channel and, oh, there's Minecraft, and oh, hey, you know, and it's like, I guess that's the biggest thing, is, yeah, like, oh, hey, if my content looks like all I really want to do is just make a YouTube channel, that's cool, right? But I want people to be able to sense that there is a bit of a more competitive drive in this thing. This rant is so pointless. Why am I making this video? Why am I doing this, guys? I don't really know. I should end this here. I guess I just had stuff to say, and I just want to get back to making videos, and I don't know. Obviously, like I said, I don't want this to be the first video you guys see of me coming back in like 9 months. Maybe it will be, though. Maybe I will just upload this today unedited right now and make a super simple and pointless thumbnail. Maybe literally reflect the title in the thumbnail, but maybe put some Minecraft in there or something. Or, you know what? You know, we're gonna make a screenshot right now And that's our thumbnail. Boom. You guys ready? This video is literal trash. I don't know why. I mean, my whole channel is anyway, so it's fine. Man, I should really end this now. Partially just because there is lightning right now. And it's, in general, not a good idea to be trying to record something while there is lightning. But yeah, literally, I'm going to leave this thing unedited, upload it today, add that thumbnail in, and it's going to be a video. And hey, look, guys, we uploaded it for the first time in 3 months. Amazing, incredible. I got videos in the works. But I guess I just want to drive those videos to be a little bit more. Not spend more time on them. Not take forever to edit them. Nothing like that. I'm not talking about that type. I want them to be more. I'm talking about, like, I just want that vibe to be in there, right? And I just want to start building towards what I'm trying to build. Get back into this YouTube game, you know.